So I recently picked this up from a coworker for 60 bucks. It was a hodgepodge of mainly wrenches and sockets. There's a couple other small things in here. I picked it up partially because he said that there's a good amount of Snap-on stuff in here and the more higher end brands, but there's also some Craftsman and some no-name stuff. More Craftsman than no-name. But I figured I could, get what I need out of it and then piece out the rest of it on Craigslist or something. I know those sockets by themselves go for about 10 bucks a piece, depending on where you go. But anyways, let's have a look. I don't know what brand this toolbox is. It's actually a really nice box. At least it used to be. So what I'm gonna do off camera, let you guys just see what all is in here. But I'm going to organize all this stuff and lay it out neatly for the video, and then show you guys what all this came with. Sockets, we can look at some of the wrenches. Some of these are a brand that I don't recognize. Never heard of that one. And then there's some of these like this one, which are not branded with anything. This one's made in India. Now, Harbor Freight does sell their own brand cheap wrenches like these with the raised panels on them that are made in India. So these are probably the same ones. S&K 5/16. Snap-on 3/8 inch, older style. The Craftsman 1/2 inch drive, older style. And I think this one was S&K. And then these wrenches, about half of them are Craftsman. Here's another one that's kind of not really, doesn't really say who made it. And here's a Craftsman one with the end bent. Looks like it was heated up and purposely made that way. You have a Cornwell. I'm not sure what brand this is. It's another one of those professional wrenches. Craftsman, Snap-on. So these three are Snap-on. All three of them are 9/16 wrenches. And the rest of these, one of them is a KD 9/16. We have a Craftsman 9/16. KR Tools. That's another one I haven't heard of, made in China. That's probably why. Moving over here, this is the only one that's not branded. The rest of these, I believe, are all Snap-on. Well, this one's not. That one's a power belt. This is Snap-on. 13/16 socket, spark plug socket. And this one is too. Same size. We have a couple specialty sockets with an Allen key on the end of this one. 3/32. Then we have a star bit. T15. 1/4 inch to 3/8. This is a Torsen brand. We have a feeler gauge made by Baldwin. Never heard of that brand. And we have, looks like some sort of tubing crimper or something. I don't know who made this. It says on the back it's made in Taiwan, so take that for what it is. And this one I'm almost positive is a Matco because I have the same ones at work with the same handles. And this looks just the same. It's also USA made. Then we have a whole mixture of punches. Most of these are Cornwell. There are a couple Craftsman in here. Like this one. But there are some Snap-on. So all that stuff will get the white vinegar treatment. Then we have a file. It says made in USA, but there's no brand. Another socket. Then over here we have a whole bunch of Allen keys, a couple drill bits, some Apex bits, and I think this is a Snap-on, but I'm not sure. There's no label on it anymore, but it's a magnet. Never have too many of these. And this one, we have a magnet on that end, and then some sort of adjuster on this end. Craftsman 41024. Off-brand flathead. These are very handy. We have one Snap-on flathead and one Phillips. No clue what brand that is. Some of these, again, no clue what the brand is. Looks like he went to town on this end for some reason. Probably was using it to drill. Now I'm going to put all this stuff away and we'll have a look at the sockets. So here's all the sockets. Start with these big ones first. This one is a Mankato, which I've never heard of this brand. Can't even hardly read it, but it's 1 5/16", 3/4 inch drive. And this one is a TrueCraft, 1 5/16 inch. So these bigger sockets I actually was in need of. 1 1/4". Proto, 1 1/4". There's an old Snap-on 1 1/4". There's a lot of smaller Snap-on sockets like this. This is the old style. Still worth something. And you can see on the newer style they changed the logo a bit. It's got a lot of 9/16 stuff. I don't know why. Here's a made in USA Craftsman 1/2 inch, I believe. No, 3/8 inch swivel socket. Blackhawk. This is another brand that used to be American made way, way back. Of course, it's not anymore. I believe Lowe's got a hold of the name, or they were selling it at Lowe's for a while, and then I haven't seen it since. I don't know if they quit carrying it or just dropped the name, who knows. KD, another one of these, USA made, 5/8. Hopefully there's enough, random sockets in here to make an entire set out of. 15mm KD. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just going to show some of them. Another KD. There's a lot of these. Cornwell. This is a 15/16. And this is a, here's your Harbor Freight, 15/16. That's a socket I do need, that size. 1-inch Craftsman. These are all Cornwells. And this one, what is this one, a Craftsman? Yep, Craftsman. KD. I thought I saw a couple Husky ones in here too. But most of them are Craftsman, Cornwell, Snap-on, KD, KD again, Cornwell. That's a Craftsman. So all in all, it's not a bad group of tools here. Said he's going through his attic, cleaning out all his stuff. He's amassed so many tools. I thought I had a lot, but he's got way more than me. He's about ready to retire though. 1.1" deep socket. These are all Cornwell too. Most of these deep sockets are Cornwell. Anyways, so I told him that if he had any more tools he wanted to get rid of, definitely let me see what he has and I'll make him an offer on some stuff. There's definitely some things in here that might not be worth all that much, but then there's some that might be worth a good amount. Keep in mind, these nicer sockets, the Snap-on, KD, and there's the higher end ones. I might be able to get anywhere from $8 to $12 on them. These bigger sockets typically do go for a little bit more than standard sizes for whatever reason. So I'd only need to sell like maybe 5, 6, or 7 sockets, and then I'd get basically all of my money back. And that's not even starting with the Snap-on wrenches and some of the other stuff that's in there. But we'll see. I always like picking up more tools than I need, but these will actually have a purpose.